This is Nick Utesh here, the Ubermensch. I want to go ahead and make this message while it's fresh on my heart, kind of in the spur of the moment as well. Repping our good friend Jesus Christ. The message that I'd like to make today is this message isn't for anybody who wishes to throw me any judgment. This message is certainly not for those who this will only fall on deaf words. Because far too often in our society, in the world, and in our very lives, that's all we really seem to focus on, are appeasing those people. Those people who are just so quick to judge, talk shit, pretending to be that hollow, vacuous shell of a person, what a person's supposed to be in society. Oh, sorry. Let me make sure it's buttoned up properly for what those people think about me. I don't give a fuck what those people think. This message is to all my wandering millennials out there. All my young men and women. And just because I'm a man, I'd like to shout out to all my young brothers out there that, in hopes that this will find you and finds who it needs to. And just to remind you, young motherfuckers, no matter where you're at and whatever level of hell that you may be in, for there are many, there are many levels of hell going parallel and many levels of hell going up and down. But I make this message just to remind you guys that as long as you're breathing, everything's going to be okay. And I speak this from experience, and I speak this from conviction, because the man you see in front of you almost didn't make it out. Many different ways. Almost died out there naturally in reality. A few different ways, on top of so morbid and lost in that drunk hell of alcohol that they've insisted upon us. Almost took myself out. Not that anybody really gave a fuck. But now that I've returned from hell, I come back for you, my brothers, my sisters that are out there. Because God knows what the hell is like in the different branches of hell for my goddesses that are out there. But for all you wandering millennials, I wish to make this message and make it relatively quick, because I can yabber. And just to remind you guys, the world will do everything it can, literally, to insist that we are not special. And that we're just a part of the crowd. And that we must just be a part of the crowd. And to not be seen in our truest expression as individuals. So I want to make this message for all you wandering millennials out there that are so lost. No matter what kind of hell you may be in, if you can't stop eating that shitty food, it makes you feel like shit, takes away all your energy. If you can't stop drinking, some of you that are on drugs and can't even eat if you wanted to, been there. That's sad. That it's never too late just to make that one choice. The one choice that you have to, just to stop whatever it is. And to look around and realize that every single bit of this reality, everything you see is God. There's no foo-foo or mystical. It's all God. Everything is fucking holy. Like, everything. The empty space between us, the stuff my phone is made of, the stuff that I'm made of, the stuff that you're fucking made of. It's all literally sacred. But those disgusting, powerful people up top that we call the Illuminati, that the evil ones that insist all those horrible chemicals upon us. And worse is all those chemicals that make us believe that it is not all holy. They make us forget that. So I just wish that my message can find those who need it to remember that you are sacred. You are so sacred beyond all comprehension. All you have to do is stop putting that unholy shit in your body for just a week or so. Do some breathing, hydrate a little bit, and you'll begin to remember again that you are fucking sacred. Not just this reality, but that you are sacred and that you're worth saving. For you may not feel it right now, because if you're stuck in that hell, you're stuck in that hell of that void. My good friends, I advocate my nigga Jesus Christ. But here's what I believe. Just the same as many of you wandering millennials, all you young millennials who've said these words. Well, I was raised a Christian or I was raised a Catholic, but kind of strayed away from it. And now I'd consider myself agnostic. I'm here to remind you guys that don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It means there's still some good shit in morality that we were to learn from the Bible and from the stuff that we were raised on. But I don't believe that heaven and hell is real after this life. I don't. What I believe in is that heaven and hell is right now. It's right now. And it's a choice that we can make based on the little choices every day of what we're going to put in our bodies and what we're not. Whether we're going to do enough breathing or we're not. Or if we're going to drink enough good water. Oxygen and water are the closest things to God that we can get. So the more that we do the things that we know that we should, keep it easy and keep it light. The more that you begin to feel and see again and understand that that is the truth. And that right now is heaven. And you'll be able to understand that more and more the more you crawl out of hell. My greatest wish is that this can find those, whoever you are, you young wandering millennial, wandering out there in the world, just knowing that there is that deeper purpose within you, that there is that more, and it's there. God has shown me some of the most spectacular miracles that any of you could ever, that I hope that you'd take the time to see and clean up your dirty souls and stop the sin that you know is there, the sin of your mind, the sin of those bad thoughts, especially those bad thoughts on yourself. Take it easy. Be still and know that you are God, that God is within each of you. And everything that you are made of, every single part of your body is literally God. And that's all good. And that it's all good. I hope this gets to whoever it needs to in time. To remind you that you are sacred and you are worth saving. It's the truth though. It's the saddest thing that nobody will come do it for you. It makes me sad because I was worth so much more sitting down there in the hells that I was, and nobody came to drag my ass out. It starts by what you put in your mouth, and that affects the way you think. You start thinking clean. You start thinking holy, and everything will get better. You start crawling out of hell. It's worth it. All my wandering millennials, I love you guys. And I'm fucking proud of you. Wherever you are, I hope this finds you well. You stay vigilant.